Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why hack and slash game sucks. Most notably the modern hack and slash games. Now before I start this, I don't hate hack and slash games, only just the modern ones I'm not much fan of. And I'll tell you guys the reasons why. And plus, we're going to talk about this from a gameplay point of view. We're not going to talk about this from story view whatsoever, or graphics, or music. We're not going to talk about none of these, all gameplay. So if you're a story guy, or a story individual that likes stories, that's not the video for you. So with that introduction out of the way, let's begin. So 2001, Devil May Cry 1 first burst on the scene. It begins a brand new genre of hack and slash games. So, and Devil May Cry just does this philosophy of the game not being easy, to the game is challenging, and it's basically challenging difficult where it comes to difficulty, and 3, punishes you for mistakes. These are the 3 things that Devil May Cry sets for future hack and slash games. Here's the thing: Devil May Cry 1 wasn't an easy game to begin with. It's a pretty tough game, and basically the game doesn't want me to say, hey, you spam the same combo, and spamming the same combo is not gonna work at all, because if you do that, you get your ass handed to you. And another thing just to mention is I'm gonna talk about this from a normal perspective as well. So yeah, that's another thing to mention. So yeah, Devil May Cry 1 revolutionized the new genre. Then you got Devil May Cry 2, which is basically just took all that philosophy and threw out the fucking window. Then we have 2005. So basically we get 3 years. Devil May Cry 3 came in and brought back that philosophy of the game being a challenging difficult. The game punches you for mistakes that you do, and of course the game not being easy to master. And look at the game, basically the game is telling you to, hey, you need to try to mix up your moves, do some different combos depending on the enemy situations. That type of thing. So, but it wasn't too severe. You still can bounce back, normal mode, but still you'll get punished either way against bosses. Then, the same year, a bit later on in September, another game decided to do the full of hack and slash. Ninja Gaiden, 2005. Ninja Gaiden Black came out. Basically, Ninja Gaiden Black or Ninja Gaiden 1 is basically taking the Devil May Cry philosophy and kept it, using the same philosophy, but actually kind of made it to be a bit more difficult. Ninja Gaiden game, if you guys didn't know, Ninja Gaiden games are synonymous for the difficulty, for it's a bit harsh difficulty on normal. Even though Ninja Gaiden 1 came out in 2004, so came out at that time, but we talk about the Black and Sigma. What I want to call it, they're the same game. So yeah, the game does keep that Devil May Cry 1 philosophy and runs with it. Of course the game, but I think Ninja Gaiden, it's much more punishing with mistakes, because in gameplay, in Ninja Gaiden, if you spam the same combo, if you keep blocking for long periods of time, the AI will automatically grab you. And grab attacks in Ninja Gaiden deals so much damage even on normal mode. So yeah, the game's kind of similar to Devil May Cry 1 in terms of the difficulty. So it's not too freaking insane, unless you play the game on higher difficulties, which are basically insane. Then we hit into a bunch of them. There's a bunch of other hacks like God of War were not gonna be part of this, even though God of War has some challenging parts, but not mostly with terms of combat. It's mostly maybe bit of combat, a bit of platforming, but the game is much more story driven when it comes to God of War. So God of War is not gonna be in the part of the conversation. So moving on, 2008, we got, of course, Devil May Cry 4 and Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2 kept that philosophy from the first, for its predecessor, the first game, and kind of went to 11. If you have Ninja Gaiden 2, the original, not the Sigma, Sigma's a bit easier. Well, I definitely know, and it's a bit easier because I played that version. And yeah, it's kind of a tough game, the sequel. Even though they kind of like reuse some of the assets from the first one, but the game is basically, it's just a goddamn crazy fest. It's blood and guts everywhere. It's fucking nuts and it's crazy. So get the philosophy, So get the philosophy. God Devil May Cry 4 came in. It kind of like kept that philosophy, but it kind of like went a bit more casual. Just not too much. But Devil May Cry 4 still was a tough game when it first came out. Still like, but wasn't as hard as 3. But it was more like 1. So it was, kept the same philosophy. It was a good hack slash game, so the game was good and everything, all that kind of stuff. Then we move on to Ninja Gaiden 3. What happened? What just really happened? Not 2012, sorry. Not 2013, 2012, so Ninja Gaiden 3 came out. And this is where the philosophy was thrown out the window. And 3 was, of course, pretty controversial for being a terrible game. It's being a terrible game, focused on story, and went to a much more casual approach, which Ninja Gaiden is not meant for casual players. Casual players in Ninja Gaiden will struggle. On normal, they will struggle, I guarantee you. My first time playing Ninja Gaiden, it wasn't easy. I need to take some time to adapt to the difficulty. So it took me some time. So Ninja Gaiden 2 decided to say, let's focus on story and make the gameplay basically just by finding ways of enemies and you fight a boss and that's it. Which I'm gonna let you know about Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden doesn't have a story. It doesn't have any story at all. It's not really, story's not the strongest point. But like I said, we're talking about gameplay, not story. They kind of like, made the game, the game's a bit more, the game more normal is basically a spam fest. You can just spam square button until you beat the game with no problem. You got there's some different like new mechanics they add in, but the game was like the lack of difficulty, all that kind of shit, and I didn't give it a 3 out of 10, so yeah, it was a piece of crap. But Razor's Edge kind of brought back the difficult feel of the second game and all that, the difficulty feel. So they kind of brought back that philosophy. So yeah. Then you got other games like Bayonetta. Bayonetta is an easy game. It's a spam fest. It's not hard to learn. It's really easy. It's much more in the casual feel. It's just not really that good of a hack and slash genre, a hack and slash game like series in my opinion. It's basically Devil May Cry but switching up. Instead of being a demon hunter and angel hunter, and it's kind of like the same thing. So yeah. And gameplay is much more spammy. I hate when hack and slash games where you're required to spam one button over and over and over again, and without any skill, without any doing different strategies. Keep spamming the same move over and over and over, spam the same freaking button. It kind of kills off the mood and kind of kills off the game. It kind of kills it off. Then we gotta move on to we got some hack slash games like Revengeance and all that kind of stuff. Let's go to Devil May Cry 5, which is by far what kind of killed it. Devil May Cry 5 went from, it's a tough game, it's not easy, the game punishes you for mistakes. Well, in the 5th Devil May Cry game, what happened is, if you the game doesn't punish you for mistakes. The game is like, oh, mistake? No, just keep going. It's like you are not getting punished from simple mistake. You can just spam your way through the game. The game is way too easy on normal mode. And this is where I believe the hack and slash genre is going to start to die off, because they want to attract the casual audience. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest, hack and slash games, like the casual fans, they don't really care about hack and slash games. They don't really give a shit about it. They don't really care about hack and slash games. When you try to make it casual, I guarantee you that 30% of the people, the casual fans, will be interested. 70% will not be interested. That 70% is going to be for people who played the other games or are fans of the games. So, if you want to tap into the casual market with this type of genre, it's not going to work. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. And sales won't be as big, you know? I know that there's greed and all that kind of shit, kind of like, you know, when you make the game much more casual. Like, I don't say, like, don't make the game casual, but make hack and slash games. Don't make like extremely difficult like Dark Souls or anything. Make it that someone can at least have an experience and can actually play the game. And actually learn how to play the game properly. Not to just spam one fucking button until you beat the game. What kind of challenge is that? There's no challenge, there's nothing. If you just hit one button and you beat the fucking game, there's no challenge. That's not a challenge. The game is basically poorly, optimized in difficulty. It was pretty much just the handle of difficulty is poor. If you take someone who played Devil May Cry 5 on normal mode, if he played Devil May Cry on normal mode, he beats it, using like the same button. You take that guy and put him in Devil May Cry 1 and plays Devil May Cry 1 and gets through the first boss of the game. I guarantee he won't survive. I guarantee he will die numerous times. That brings me to my next point. The hack and slash games. I know that Devil May Cry and some of the games, like Devil May Cry, rewards stylish combos, trying different moves, taunting, try a variety of shit. And the more you try a variety of things, be stylish with your combos, doing some stuff, you'll get the high ranks. You get higher ranks. If you take a guy, you take someone who's basically, have about like a little bit of experience with hack and slash games, or maybe he played like a little bit of hack and slash games, versus someone who basically just played the game, just played one hack and slash, but for example, let's take Devil May Cry 5. Pick someone who played the past series, or just take, take two newbie guys. One guy actually decided to learn the game, or learning it, how to play it, and all that kind of shit, versus someone who spams one button. Like the newbie, or basically the beginner, to try to learn things, learn new combos, learning how to switch weapons, doing different things, will get the higher ranking in Devil May Cry. Gets a higher rank, although meaning that you basically being stylish and everything, and getting a high score, compared to someone just mashing one button, you're getting a low score, and dies a lot as well. That's like the thing about hack and slash games. You need to learn how to play it properly. It's not about spammy things. I know that God of War has been said that the game's been spammy heavily, but there's some skill involved in God of War. God of War, there's a lot of shit you can do. Like Ninja Gaiden, if you spam one square button, guarantee you, the first game or the second game, guarantee you'll get fucking grabbed 99% of the time. You'll get fucking grabbed and deals tons of damage. Versus some guy that said, okay, let me press square, press triangle to launch the enemy, do this, do some moves, do flying swallows, stuff like that in Ninja Gaiden, and actually, comes out of the fight barely taking damage and try to dodge and blocking, doing all that type of stuff versus someone just mashing the square button in Ninja Gaiden 1. That guy will die 100%. And I was like, oh shit, I ran out of healing items. Fuck, I'm screwed. So, you see that hack and slash games needs to be, not to be like towards the casuals. Hack and slash games needs to be challenging, difficult, like punishes you for mistakes, and it's hard to master. Takes time to master. Like Devil May Cry to me took me a while to master. Like the first game took me a while to master. There's a lot of things. Hack and slash games, there's a lot of combos. Doing your own combos, doing your own moves is part of the fun when it comes to that type of game. There's another game I can say about God. Let's just say, okay, let's put God of War. Okay, I'm gonna put God of War in there. Even though I said I didn't want to put it, but I want to put it. I'll put the newest one. The newest God of War game, for example, it doesn't matter. Like either could be an experienced player that does combos, all that shit, or a newbie just spams one button. You'll get the same exact reward and the same exact benefits out of it. Compare this to the other God of War game, compared to the originals, the classics, you won't get that much reward, because God of War rewards someone when it does high level of combos. The more combos you do without getting hit results in bigger orbs. You get a lot of orbs. Compared to someone gets hit all the time, you're not getting that much orbs. You're not getting a lot of orbs. That is definitely the difference between someone that spams one button, to someone that changes things around. And that's one of the issues I find with hack and slash games right now, is not let someone learn. I know it's gonna take a time to learn, but seriously, if you want to dive into hack and slash games, if you want to dive it in, you should learn. It's not a must, but you should learn how to play the game. If you're interested, you can playing the game on normals, whatever the fuck, all that shit. Okay, I like the game, all that stuff. What happens if you play the game on higher difficulty, on hard mode, or on very hard mode? If you keep doing the same exact strat of smashing one button, you will die easily. You'll get fucked. Because on higher difficulties, when it comes to hack and slash games, they change the enemy placements. Some of the enemies you find later on, they come extremely early. For example, Ninja Gaiden 1, I'll give that as well an example. The first level on normal mode, you fight regular ninjas, or brown or purple ninjas. On hard mode, you fight the white ninjas. The white ninjas are stronger. On Master Ninja, you fight the red ninjas, where they're even more pain in the ass to deal with. So you have to change up your playstyle depending on the difficulty as well. If you want to, that's for people if you wanted to actually learn how to play the game. And if you want to okay, I want to master this game, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take time to master it, and you can feel comfortable while you're doing it. So that's basically my only thing to say about hack and slash games. I don't hate hack and slash games. I hate how hack and slash games doesn't require it doesn't require your skill and just mashing one button. Like you played a couple hack and slash games before. Why in the fuck you decide to say, I'm just gonna be lazy and just play the square button? If this is your first time playing a hack and slash game, that's fine by me. You can play them on easy and then play on higher difficulty. You play on normal the next time. But don't expect to get the same result when you get to a higher difficulty, or once you get to tougher difficulties. And yeah, that's basically it. I think that's basically all I have to say about this. So what do you think about what I'm saying about hack and slash games? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you have your own opinion on hack and slash games? What should be? Should it be about, make you learn how to play the game? The game basically encourages you to do different things? Or the game should be you just spam one button to win? It should be like just one button to win. It's like make like a movie or something. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. Sorry this video taking a long time, but this is something to get out of my chest. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to talk about different things or different genres of games, want to talk about survival horror, want me to talk about other genre of games, leave it down in the comments. And follow me on social media. We're hopefully gonna reach 200 subscribers in the future. Follow me on Twitch and everything. So yeah, that's the end of the video, and take care.